So here's an interesting story, and this is going to serve as a warning to anyone that uses a boat on Cowichan Lake, especially if you've got that boat on a trailer and you launch and land that boat with your trailer and your truck. This is especially for you. You'll want to know what's going on here. So my brother had an encounter with some people at the one of the boat launches on Cowichan Lake. And he had a little security camera going, which didn't really pick up a lot of video, but it definitely picked up a lot of audio of what actually happened. So my brother likes to launch his boat on Cowichan Lake in the summertime. He takes a couple of his small pets with him, and he's just out there to enjoy his time by himself. He doesn't disturb anyone. He doesn't blast any loud music or doesn't go flying around, speeding around like a jerk. Doesn't do any of that stuff. He just minds his own business on his own boat by himself with his pets. That's it. That's all he does. So at the end of the day, after he was enjoying his day out on the lake, he brings his boat back to the boat launch and he secures the boat. He's all by himself, so he's got to do all the launching and loading all by himself. And so he secures his boat to the launch dock. He goes to get his truck and trailer, starts backing it up to the ramp, and notice that there's some old guy standing in his boat. And he looks over to another guy who's also in a truck with a trailer, and he goes, "Is that someone standing in my boat?" And the guy says, "Oh yeah, he's just an old guy who likes boats. Yeah, don't worry about him." And my brother was like, "What the hell?" So my brother backs down his truck and his trailer into the water. He gets out. And he confronts the guy. He says, "Get out of my boat." He tells the guy, like, "Get out of my boat." And the guy starts going on about how he knows everything about boats, and he's worked on boats all his life, and he's lived here all his life. And my brother's trying to start the outboard motor on his boat, and it won't start. And he realizes quite quickly that the guy standing in his boat disconnected the fuel lines. So he asked him about it, and the guy admits, yeah, I disconnected your fuel lines, but I've worked on boats all my life, and I've lived here all my life. So as you can imagine, my brother is not happy about this at all, but my brother remains calm and respectful. So my brother says to the guy, "Don't come on my boat and don't touch my property." And of course the guy goes on saying, "Well, I've lived here all my life, and I've worked on these boats for all my life, and yada yada." And he reconnects the fuel lines, and he starts his motor, and he gets his boat on his trailer. And as he's pulling away, he says to the guy, "You should be more careful jumping on people's boats and touching their stuff." And the guy replies to him and says, "Yeah, but I've lived here all my life, and not everyone's crazy like you are." So just a warning, if you've got a boat on Lake Cowichan and you're launching or landing or trailering or whatever, and you find some old guy on your boat, don't worry about it, because he's lived there all his life and he's worked on boats all his life. And if he's gunning your outboard and disconnecting your fuel lines, don't worry about it, because he's worked on boats all his life and he's lived there all his life. And if you say something about that, well, you shouldn't, because not everyone's crazy like you are. So my brother sent me the video, and we reviewed the video, and it's obvious that when this old guy jumped on my brother's boat, he started gunning the outboard motor, like revving it up. And as he's doing this, he's disconnecting the fuel lines. This is all caught on audio. So check out the video. Like I said, there's not much to the video per se, but the audio really tells it all. So just watch out. If you're using a boat on Cowichan Lake, this guy is so entitled that he is going to come on your boat and he's going to gun your outboard motor, whatever engine you got, and start disconnecting your fuel lines, because he's worked on boats all his life and he's lived there all his life. And if you say anything about this, you're the crazy one. And just before my brother pulled away with his boat and his truck, he took a snapshot, a photograph of their truck. And this is it here. It looks like a black four-door Dodge Ram with a trailer. Apparently they had a really nice big boat. I wonder how they would feel if they left their boat unattended for a couple of moments and some random person jumped on their boat, their big expensive boat, and started gunning the engine and started disconnecting the fuel lines because they've lived there all their lives. How would they feel if that happened to them? Well, you could just say, well, hey, not everyone's crazy like you are. I've lived here all my life.
This boat is 1965, 66. K&C Thermoglass. We sold them for 20 years.
Yeah, it looks
My
like
dad,
just
see
keep
the
her
old
going.
wraparound windshield.
Nice.
They haven't. 1971 they quit making that. Then they went to glass. Yeah. No, I said that's a can. This is a K&C. We sold hers to Glasscraft. They were made in North Vancouver too. I'll give you a hand.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
16, 17? 17 footer?
This one's a 14.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the oldest. Dad.
It's got the deep V hull.
Yeah. That's pretty
This
neat.
is one of the first hulls built.
Yeah. About a 67,
69, 69, 70,
yeah. They were made in North Vancouver.
Yeah, so got the phone number right here.
Yeah, I see that. No, that's what I saw. Oh boy, you don't see. You were a 15-inch transom before. Now you made it into a sail drive.
Yeah.
We sold those. We sold those motors for years. It'll be out of gas. Do you run it dry all the time, or?
I just pull the choke to stop it.
You want to run it again?
No.
It's out of gas.
Okay, the hose is disconnected.
Yeah. Do you usually run them out of gas all the time? I guess you've had boats your whole
Did
life.
you disconnect the hose?
Yeah.
Okay, well you shouldn't be doing that.
To run it out of gas?
Yeah.
I've been working on it for 40 years.
But you shouldn't be touching other people's property.
Just trying to
Like
give you,
I know.
I'm just trying to give you a
But
hand.
it's
It's
like
hard.
you're just fucking me up even more. If you disconnected that hose, that's not yours to be playing with. I know you're not a crackhead or a drug addict, but I mean, for fuck's sake.
Just try and help people.
No, you're fucking me up.
It's hard to get the boat
You're
out of
fucking
here
me up
by-
even more.
Okay. You don't have to get excited.
No. But I'd appreciate if you please don't touch my property again.
That's why I thought, oh boy, then you don't see it.